Welcome back, guys, for another episode on Gilded.gg and how you can set up your own personal custom servers. Today, we're going to be going over the calendar and the scheduling features and how you can best utilize those to benefit you and your community. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into these calendars and show you all of the amazing features that you get by using Gilded.gg. As we come in, you can see here that I have my calendar for the month of April. What I can do is then go in and add events to any of the days that I would like. So, for instance, we have our first Gilded Community Night coming up. And I'm able to put that on the calendar. And then from there, if you were to actually click onto the event, members of the community can actually RSVP with either going, maybe, or decline. So this is one of the great features. And what we'll do is also show you how you add an event and what options it will give you when you add those events. Another great thing about this is you can see it based off of the month as a whole, or if you only want to see all of the upcoming events, if you click on upcoming, you'll get a full list and it'll show the date, the time, and the title of the event. So we're going to jump back over to the month for right now. Let's say that we want to go in and we want to add a new event. Let's say we've got a pop-up stream tomorrow. You can actually just click on it. You don't even have to really click the plus symbol. So we can go in here. We can name it, let's say, pop-up stream, for instance. We've got it for the date. You can select to set an event for multiple days. So let's say that you're doing a week of charity streams. You could come in here and set that for the first day and then pick your last day and then pick your starting and your ending times. So in this case, let's say that we're going to do a pop-up stream from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We can go ahead and set that. Now, if we want to set this up, let's say it's a every Wednesday thing. You can come in here, you can select either every day, every week, every month, or you can even go in and do a custom and then have it repeat, like, let's say every 5 days, or you could say once a month, and you could pick on a specific day. And then you can also go in and select how many occurrences. So let's say that you're going to do these pop-up streams, but you're only going to do 4 of them. You can have it go by occurrences and set it to 4. And after the 4th event, the event goes away. Another great thing about this is you can add in a location. So let's say that you want to add an address. You could go in there and put that. Or let's say that we just want to say it's the event center. Great. Now let's say that it's an online URL that you have access to. Maybe it is the ticketing website for the event. You could put that in there. Or for instance, when I do these, I like to go in and put my actual Twitch link. And then that way, when people click on the event, they can click on that link and go straight to my page. So let's see that someone knows that I'm going live. They see that I'm live between 7 and 10, and they're like, oh, okay, let me click on the event. All the links right there. I can click the link and then go straight into their site. You can also add a description down here. So we could say this is our weekly pop-up stream. All right, so we do that. Some of the advanced features is you can go in and select if you want to allow people to RSVP. Let's say that there's a certain number of seats. So maybe this is an in-person event. You know that you can only have up to 20 people. You can click on this and then you can limit it to however many available slots that you want. So in this case, we're going to take that off. Maybe it's a role that you want to restrict it to. So maybe this is like a sub-only stream. Well, if you have your, let's say, Twitch subscribers or any other role that you want, you can click on that. Or since Gilded has its own sub-server subscriptions, you could go in and pick those as well. So in this case, our MVP is one of our top tiers. So I could select as many roles as I want, and I could assign it based off of restricting specific roles. You can also have them fill out a form upon RSVP. And then once you've done that, you can set up either a poll or a form. So some more great features that you can use when you're scheduling out events to gain as much information and give as much knowledge as possible on the event. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark that off. So we'll just leave it to an allowing RSVPs. We see that I've got our other events. You can also change your colors here. which is another great thing. And then what we're going to do, as you can see this time here, actually real quick before we jump over. So the time shows for the time zone that I set, which is Eastern Standard Time, right? So if I set this for 7 o'clock on my time, let's say that I have a viewer that is on the Pacific Coast, it will actually show them 4 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. So it's another great feature about these calendars is that when you go in and you set up your specific time zone, any events that are showing throughout the platform will show based off of your time zone. So that is a really great feature in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and create the event. As you can see, the event is now created here. If I click on this event, you see it will give me a brief little rundown. I can select to join. Obviously, you can see here who it was created by. You can see that link that I was just mentioning a minute ago, and you can see who all is going, as well as location, time, etc. If I come up here, I can actually share this event. I can copy the link. I could export it to another calendar. So let's say I want to put this into my own personal calendar. I can click on that and download it and then just upload right into my own personal calendar. You can also edit the events. You can move them to separate channels, or you can delete the events or the event series. One of my favorite things, I love being able to share the event, because let's say that I want to share this in my everyday chat. Maybe people don't go look at the calendar all the time. I can select that. You can see my event here, and then I can put in a message. Let's just say, for instance, I'm going to say, hey guys, check out this week's pop-up stream. You could throw in some emojis. You can add in some media, a GIF, maybe a poll or form. So again, if you wanted to maybe add a poll in and say, hey, we've got, for instance, our community night. Our community night's this night, guys. Don't forget, be sure to RSVP. Here's also a poll. Let me know what y'all would like to do for that community night. So there's a lot of really great features that are built into this. To go with the calendars, we also have a scheduling feature, which in my opinion is amazing for trying to coordinate times with multiple people. So as you can see here, I've got my scheduling, and this is for me and my managers of the Gilded right now. But what we can do is each person can go in here to this little bar here, and they can set the times frame that they'll be available for any kind of, maybe let's say like a mod meeting or something like that. Once they've gone in there and you have this, you can actually come over here, and based off these times, I could go in and then create an event. I can select the calendar. So let's just say I want to add this to my personal calendar, and then I can go through and create all of the information that I need. So this is a great way if you are trying to get multiple people to agree on a specific time, of going in, having everybody sharing the times that they're available, and then just finding that common time that works for everybody and creating your event based off of that. All right, guys, so that was a quick rundown of the calendar and the scheduling features and what all you can do with them through gilded.gg. Like I said, I think this is by far one of my favorite features that they have out. It makes it very easy for me to communicate with my community on events that are coming up and things that we would like to schedule. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I would love to help out any way possible. Please also, if you have any other questions regarding Gilded, be sure to join the Gilded link in the profile. Go down to our questions about Gilded and throw them in those forums, and I would be happy to make some YouTube videos on those as well. And as always, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.